Hello, I want to make a direct message to the Yoruba nation. The last time I made a video and the title was, Are Yorubas True Nigerians? Apart from just one comment from a Yoruba personality who understood where I was coming from, the rest comment by supposedly Yoruba commentators were more or less insult, abuses, and caricatures. But let's be straight about this. Let's be straight about this. I am not here to make case for the Igbos. I'm not here to make case for the Yorubas or the Fulanis or the Hausas or anybody in particular. I'm here to make a case for Nigeria. How do we get Nigeria working again? You know, I just had a rethink and it came to my conclusion that whether Nigeria rises or Nigeria falls depends on the Yoruba nation. Let me repeat myself again. If Nigeria must progress or Nigeria must crumble depends solely on the prerogative of the Yoruba nation. And I'm going to explain myself. You see, the mental structure, otherwise let me also categorize it as political psychology, of every of these major tribes, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, is very different. I strongly believe that the Igbo man just wants an environment where he can do his business and get his money and build houses and call himself chief and say I has plenty money or whatever financial fantasy that he wants to get. I believe that that's what the Igbo man really wants. It's just that for a very long time they've not really been so too akin to political yearnings, and because of that they feel that their existence in Nigeria is being threatened, and therefore, okay, let me try to get this political position and see if I can change it to enable my way of life to thrive in Nigeria. The Northerners, on the other hand, feel that without politics, they will be left behind, because truly they know that educationally they've been left behind. Economically, they've been left behind. Sports, they've been left behind. So the only thing that they can use to equate their relevance in this country is to hold on to power by any means possible. Please underline, by any means possible. But that's not fair in a country where we have diversity. Competition and merit should determine who gets what in this country. But if that is done, the North knows that they will lose everything. Imagine they say in all our federal universities, merit in matriculation jams should be the basis for admission. Of course, Northerners who attend universities, the population will be low. So we understand the plight of the North, but you see, the catch of the sanity of this nation is with the Yoruba nation. Because the Yorubas are judged themselves as the most educated, as the most traveled, as the most civilized. But I'm sorry to say, let me make a disclaimer here. I'm very, very sorry to say, if you are a Yoruba man and you are watching this program and you feel like getting offended, please don't be. Nigeria is at a precipice. And if somebody must be bold enough to say this thing the way it is. Now, the Northerners have come in and they've done their 8 years of shenanigans. But at no point, yes, some unscrupulous people have been killing, have been bombing churches, have been maiming people. But no time has these tribal discrepancies, has this tribal bias been so pronounced like the coming of Tinubu. No time in the history of this country that this tribal bias have been this pronounced. Let's face it. You can come to this thread and abuse me all you want. I don't care. Abuse me, but the truth must be told. That if Nigeria must progress, it is in the hands of the Yoruba man. If Nigeria should fall, it is in the hand of the Yoruba man. So choose ye where you belong. Every time they say power must come to the south, the Yoruba man feels entitled that it is him that is being referred to. The rest of us from the south, the rest of us from the southeast are not equated in this geographical expression, southern Nigeria. Else, why will a president come and say it is Yoruba turn? And if it is Yoruba turn, it is his turn, Emilokon. Such leadership built on that type of foundation can never yield unity in this country at all. Can never yield unity. So every time the North want to gain advantage into power, they use our Yoruba brothers. Okay, let's assume Tinubu does his 8 years. Assume he does his 8 years. Then everybody expects that logically the South has got their turns. Abi? Then the North will say, okay, it is their turn again. Then when it comes to the South again, another Yoruba man will come out and say it is their turn again. And then the rest of us will be sitting back and be watching this evil political baton being exchanged by two people who believe that they've understood the political gimmicks and deception of Nigeria. We are not going to accept this. If this country must move forward, we must learn to share. We must learn to share. We must learn to say, okay, well, I've had a fair share of this. Let somebody else have it. This hatred for a certain tribe must stop. Yes, I know a certain Igbo friends or certain people, based on them, have certain characters, but that does not preclude other tribes. Every other tribe has their own shortcomings. If we need to stereotype tribes, every tribe has their shortcomings that we need to talk about. You see this very particular situation we are now. This back and forth, this thing that if we want to get support, the North will support me. If I want to get support, the Yorubas will support us. Whereas the rest of us are termed inconsequential in this country. What you are certainly doing is to link up these people to understand that enemy of my enemy is my friend. So you are uniting everybody together. In the past, nobody would believe that Middle Belt will vote for Yamri, or a place in Lagos will vote for Yamri, or Plateau will vote for Yamri, or Nasarawa will vote for Yamri. But we are getting to that place where people are now, jumping outside their tribal enclave to assess merit and vote on the basis of merit. Now, this narrative is what Tinubu and his like are trying very, very hard to extinguish. And that will not happen. Nigeria is bigger than any single tribe. Nigeria is bigger than any person's single ambition. No one man will come that say it is his turn, and because it is his turn, Nigeria must bow down and bleed for his one singular ambition. Compare that to the man who says his political ambition is not worth the blood of any man, and compare that to somebody who wants to do everything possible on the surface of this earth to become the president of Nigeria. So I beg you, our Yoruba brothers, stop the tribalism. Let's face the fact. It must not be Peter Obi, it must not be Atiku, and certainly must not be Tinubu, but it must be that person who will believe we can bestow the unity of this country in his hands. One who is not tribally motivated like Tinubu. One who is sure has a record of not stealing our monies. In less than in 100 years, where is Nigeria today? Can you tell me that they are asking us to take little steps of pains while they receive blessings, while they transfer small tokens in their account? I mean, blessings, how did the Senate president put it? Small tokens in their email. We cannot be the ones sacrificing for our senators, our political leaders to enjoy. No, if we must suffer, let everybody suffer. But I say this without equivocation that our Yorubas should start thinking Nigerians, not Yorubas. My name is Magnus Oraka, and I say please follow this page and share this post now.